Hello again, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is more Necesse today. And we also have Conrad down there in the bottom left, working on 3D art. He is available for commission, so if you would like to, please consider grabbing a commission from him. Details are at zgf.art. Also, I'm using the TF Talk keys today because they're fun, and I wanted to. We've defeated the first boss here, so now it is time to... I think I'm ready to journey forth into the next, zone. The next island, whatever. But first I need door.
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 Le doré.
I put this little thing in here like a barn for the animals. And I'll just leave it open like that. Oh! Apparently the queen bee just produces bees. Cool!
That seems logical.
We're good with the apiary then. I was not expecting that. But yeah, transform me to your heart's content, everybody. And here I'm gonna put that, boom, boom. I definitely did not know that either, Gro. I was going off of your guys's, off of what you were telling me, and was surprised when I went over there and saw some random bees in there.
Interesting chat. The biggest mistake.
Oh, do I actually need to take these items into my inventory? Is that how this works? Yes. Yes, it is. I don't like that. I feel like if something exists, I should be able to just know it's a thing.
Not allowed. Lore check.
Well, I mean, like, if my villagers have picked it up. Or made it and such. Oh, they can grow? I did not know that. That's somewhat unfortunate, but fair enough. I guess I'll rearrange what I had in mind. Got a couple of sheep. I need at least one ram. Well, here's the bull. And there's a ram. All the freaking animals just following me. Come, my army! Oh, they're already out of wheat. I really need to have a very large amount of wheat growing. Right, not that one. Oh, Fru, thank you so much for that.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Hey there, Cash. And there you go, Grow. Now you get to enjoy the ad-free experience. So, I'm guessing that just keeping them in here and probably keeping them fed, I'm assuming that makes it so they are... That helps them become more tame. Or is there more that I need to do? Because I do see the percentage is going up. I haven't seen any option for the bot to do that, or the bot that I have, Fru. But I'll be honest, I kind of just keep operating business as usual even though ads are a thing. I know I probably shouldn't, but that's what I do. Well, I don't use Seribot. Wait, what happened to my... Oh, no. Do I not get the apiary or the little... I can't remember what they're called. The tray things back? I hope it's still in the hive. They weren't exactly cheap. At least what I'd consider cheap, considering I've got to go and... gather wool for it. Sheep! Where are more? Hello, sheep. Give me your wool. That is one angry looking chick. Look at it. It's got angry eyebrows on it.
Angry. Is this the kind of chick that would produce not an egg, but an egg?
Quite possibly. That recipes from history guy? What fruit?
Yeah, Dylan B. Hollis. Because he says like egg instead of just egg.
Oh.
That's what I was saying is the final mythical chicken that produces the egg instead of just the egg.
Yes.
You know the StarCraft 2 mission's about to get scrappy when you're not even halfway done and you hear mineral fields depleted.
Oof. Yeah, that's a rough one.
It's fine, I got this. I got kind of lucky because I picked the Zergling Constitution, so I just keep getting free Zerglings. Okay, I'm playing the Zerg version of Wings of Liberty, and it's kind of brutal because one of the missions where you have to like clear the infestation, they have infestors, and infestors destroy. They're really good when you pack a bunch of stuff together and then you like throw it somewhere, and it slows it down for the rest of the forces to deal damage. And when you do it in the middle of an enemy base, like everything kind of dies. It is really painful. So getting hit by infestor blobs is really, 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 really painful. And they had like 3 of them in one base.
You know, as they do.
I feel like this would be easier as Terran. It's almost like it was designed to be done by Terran. Maybe. But you know, that's for stinkers.
I should really try out that one. All of them, just because I want more StarCraft.
That's why I'm doing this. I ran out of like stuff to do in StarCraft, and I don't really want to do multiplayer still. At least not like PvP.
Yeah.
So I'm coping with this.
Oh good, they are adding the wheat.
I feel like at this point you could have a game conference consisting exclusively of the third game of a series that never got released.
Of the what?
I don't know what I just said. I'm sorry. I got completely sidetracked by 3 things at the same time. The professor asked the question.
A game
Sorry, what?
conference about what?
Of the third game in the series that never got released. Sorry, I might have said tariff because the professor said the word tariff and I was listening in for a brief moment because he was asking a question and that was the answer. I just instinctively answered the question. It's not even, I'm not even on the mic. Yeah, like, you know, just take every game series that like you're waiting for the third game to release, stuff like StarCraft 3, Half-Life 3, and just make an entire conference of those games. Maybe you'll even get Bethesda to re-release Elder Scrolls 3.
Oh jeez.
Do you not want the Morrowind re-release?
I would like that.
I mean, I've never played Morrowind, so I can't say.
I never did either, but I know they have spears, and I really enjoy spears.
Fair enough. I can respect that.
Also, the The frames for the apiary do not stay. That is very unfortunate. Welcome back, bro. I have confirmed that the shears or the frames do not stay in the apiary. Oh, that's what that's for. Yeah, unfortunately, that means that I lost that apiary, or those frames. Okay, well, I think I'm ready.
For what?
Traveling to another world.
Good luck.
Forest, desert, dungeon entrance? I think I'm gonna go to that plains village first. Oh. Actually, I will go talk to Candy Floss first. No, I did not. Should I? You got cheese from underground?
Cheese mine? Cheese mine sounds nice.
I suppose.
I'd mine at the cheese mine.
Oh, all right. Have fun, Grow.
That's true, it's Thursday. Tomorrow, all traditions pog.
That's provided I can be good enough for it.
I will hit you. I will end you.
Why? Is it
What?
really that bad?
You do a good job. Mwah.
I'm sorry I do so bad.
Didn't even say that. Wow.
Alright, let's go use those maps. I know I also have these, map fragments that I don't know what those are or what they do.
A piece of the map.
Also, that world map 100% gives me vibes of, oh, what was it?
Hmm?
Pixel Piracy, that was the one. Oh, okay. I didn't know that there was, okay. I can just pick them up and click them to use them? Don't need to be on the bar? Well, yeah, but how are they combined? Because I'm not figuring that out.
I could do no other.
Jimmond underscore wants that NPC to be named Jimmond.
We're actually not requiring cards for this, Schemend. But I suppose since you used a card, I'll let you steal one from somebody else. Which one would you like?
Dangerous new precedent.
Huh?
Dangerous new precedent. It's gonna start a card war now.
Oh, right. The gunsmith and all them are still downed. I need more gold. It doesn't seem to be working, Fru. The workbench? Oh, there it is. Good night, Merle. Oh, so you'll take whichever one is currently Gib Gab. That would be the Alchemist. Unfortunately, the Alchemist is down, so I need to go get the gold to bring them back. Oh, so the point of the cartography table is to just update the map for other players. That's kind of neat.
Okay, there we go.
What's up?
Sorry, I was being asked a question, so I was momentarily answering. I keep being like, hey, you should answer this question. I'm like, Tinky.
Hey, Furry, we do games that you could join in on. Though I feel you on them wanting to play a bad game. How about them shots?
Not a bad game, it's just not your kind of game.
Well, you see, Gib Gab, I am what you call an influencer. Therefore, my opinion is the only one that matters.
Influencer, your opinion's subjectively incorrect every time.
You what?
If you're an influencer, your opinion is subjectively incorrect every time. I don't make up the rules, just do what influencers are.
Ooh.
It still continues to feel like great at me that they put an influencer in charge of the of like a bunch of health stuff in the US, and they immediately went like, you should drink raw milk. And it's like, no, don't drink raw milk. Raw milk is bad. There's a reason we've learned to pasteurize milk.
I am currently using the glaive as my primary weapon, Fru. Well, yeah, don't you know you're supposed to, you know, cook your milk? Like, gosh.
I just brought it. And people buy it up. That's the worst part.
Yeah. You okay there?
Mm-hmm. Why?
That was a set of sounds you just made.
I'm not used to it catching my sounds, okay? Just stretchies.
They sounded a bit more, enticing than stretching.
I'll have you know this is literally what they always sound like. It just doesn't often catch them.
I mean, Fru agrees.
Yeah, well, you're cringe.
And you're sussy.
Yeah, and? I may be sus, but I'm free.
No, that one, no.
You know what? I think I might start playing Abathur and
You what?
well, I might start playing Abathur in co-op. He has roaches, and I like roaches.
Wait, there's a miner down here? Just some lady living down here in the mine.
Sounds like rural America. I just
mean,
love how we're...
I suppose if she were going to live anywhere, it would make sense to be down in the mine. I am just surprised.
But are you really?
Oh, she is expansive. Yeah, now I could hit you back with your own medicine, bitch. How you like me now?
Are you okay, Zim?
No. I've hated these vampires. But now I have a book where I can use their own ability against them. So actually, yes, I am okay.
Uh-huh.
I am ecstatic.
Oh my god.
Yes, what can I do for
The
you,
game
my
I-
child?
Why are you like this? The game has actually put up an impregnable defense. They
What
allowed the
game?
Haka to climb up in StarCraft 2. The Haka can climb up the cliff, and in this part of the mission, I mean, I guess like it happens for base game with Kerrigan, but it's just like the Haka climbing up these massive walls, no problem. And there's just a like teeny tiny little fence here, and it completely stops him. Truly, StarCraft 2 at its peak. Fence.
Pretty much every game at its peak.
Love RTSs. It can be so silly.
Well, it's not just RTSs, like, Star Wars Jedi. You know, I get put into this cell, and the bars on it are wider than half of the, or than all of the crevices that you crawl throughout the game.
You probably got a point.
It's like you can squeeze through this teeny tiny little thing, but you can't fit through this?
Yes. Collect essence.
Oh, that does sound nice, Nugan. I had some plans along those lines for my main village here, but I wasn't certain if they would actually work. I am so happy to hear that it works.
There we go. Vector was siding around.
I don't know if I'd want to do multiple villages or multiple settlements on one island.
Why not?
Because the islands aren't that big. And it'd be weird.
Mm-hmm. Can't relate. I like tightly packing in things. Density is peak.
Those zombie archers are seriously freaking... They are hunters. They will find you wherever you are and get what they want at it. They will shoot you until you're freaking nothing left.
Father. Repair back.
Where did that... Where did that miner go? Can I see him on the map? No. They didn't... Oh, there they are. How did you get in that corner? Oh, there's a chair in there, apparently. Fair enough. I guess I'm gonna have to leave some of this down here. Well. Right. Apparently you can strip naked in this game. Fair enough. That was silly. That was very silly. Alright, I don't have the others alive, so she just took over one of the rooms. Oh, a pawnbroker. Excellent. Can sell some of this crap and get some money to bring people back with. Oh, I know the Elder sells the revival potions. I'm aware of that. And, no, you didn't really miss anything there, Fru. I mean, I recruited a new, miner, but that's about it.
Okay, there we go. Back. I finally finished with the stupid class.
Nice.
Goes so long and talks, and he's like, "Oh, I'll do just a couple of things," and it just keeps going and going and going, and I'm like, "Shut up! It's a 3-hour-long class." You know what greatly annoys me?
Me? And my lack of
Why?
good storytelling ability?
Why? Why are you like this?
I don't know. I do my best. Hi, Kuroy.
Why are you like this? Zim.
Yes.
Bonk.
I'm so bad that you feel the need to hit me. I understand.
Bonk.
Ow.
What? I want to go Lurker because I like the Lurker, but I know I should pick the Impaler because the Lurker sucks in Heart of the Swarm.
Oh?
But yeah. Yeah, because the Lurker only has 6 range. Just like... How much does it currently have after when you get the upgrade for it? I think it's 9 or 11. Yeah, Lurkers have 8 range in Modern StarCraft 2, and you can get the upgrade that makes it go from 8 to 10, which is big range. In the Zerg campaign by default, and usually what they use for the Zerg campaign, they have 6 range. Which is just awful. The Impaler has like 11 range. How much range do you have? Let's see. 11. Can't say that, Kuroi. I'd recommend restarting your browser or phone. I was having the issue earlier on the phone, and I restarted the phone, and it started working.
It's probably the, outage stuff still. That stuff can last so long.
Looks fine for me. I'll keep an eye on it. Unless you got a bunch of dropped frames. Then you know. I might also just be very lucky. Tough to say. Oh, you could try Kuroi and if you have your Twitch video player open.
You should probably also, like, use the chat, but, Kurai, just join voice instead.
You could do that. I was gonna say, if anything, in your Twitch, if you open the settings on your Twitch video player and you go to advanced and you disable low latency, sometimes that fixes it for me when I'm having those kind of like constant stream refreshes or crashes. I want to do this mission.
Then don't. No tabletop tonight. However, I will be ending stream, early tonight.
Yeah. How long? Like, in how much time?
About an hour.
1 hour. It was so early. Abandonment tragedy.
Fair enough, Kuroi.
Was it the one that's the Australian one?
Kuroi.
Okay. Someday, I will differentiate Kuroi and Garu properly. Kuroi and Garu perfect properly. Ugh. It's breaking. Someday I'll differentiate Kuroi and Garu properly.
Sure you will.
Sorry, I was busy staring at shades, so my mind sidetracked.
Ah, you got that, picture.
Yeah. He's hot.
It is very good.
Look, it's just that, like, you two are always there together, so you're just, like, the two of you. You confused where I didn't arouse them when you first started showing up? That just sounds like a skill issue, considering how much Zim is the streamer, TM.
Just for that, Guru. Fuck it. I'm out.
What are you swimming?
Actually, I'm in a boot.
Bleh. Why do we require 8 hours of sleep?
I wondered the same thing. I hate it.
We should just
Oh,
genetically
hi,
modify.
ducks. And hello, Kristoffs.
Hi. Yeah, we should just unlock the human body's potential to not need as much sleep. Imagine if we only needed to sleep like 6 hours a day, 4 hours a day, and suffer no negative consequences.
Imagine that.
6th of your life again.
Wow, they have some very fancy houses here. A trader.
Oh yeah, Dux, you remind me. I was gonna say that I dreamt of Repo the other day. I just dreamt that I was talking to people, and you know how, like, the mouth of the Repo character, like, opens up entirely because, like, the rest of the head swings outwards?
Sure?
How to explain it? Like, you know how they don't necessarily have a mouth? Like, the entire top of the head just, like, flaps upward? Like opening a trash can?
Sure?
Am I the only one that pays attention to that? Can't be the only one. Somebody back me up on this. I'm not gaslighting myself, am I?
I haven't done it in a while, so I do not recall.
This. They do this. Basically.
Ah, that.
Yeah, like that. Basically, everyone was talking like that, but it was their nick. And it was weird. And that was a weird dream.
Cute.
I'm gonna move my mic away.
So, can I just put down a settlement flag here and just claim this village as mine? Anybody that's played, I cannot? Aww. I would really love to have a pawnbroker as one of my villagers.
Why do you need a Sammy broker? I thought you had your hands full with just one of them.
Oh, good to know, Nugan. Thank you. I was probably going to try that at some point, and would have very much regretted my life choices.
You're telling me you can't Minecraft village these villages? What? I can't just like spawn in, take their most valuable blocks, loot every chest, take all their food, and then just leave.
No, apparently not.
Can't believe this. Cringe. I can't stop yawning. Why? Go away.
Well, they don't seem to be mad at me about taking their seeds, at least.
You break into my village and steal my seeds. Fine. We'll just replace them with your seed.
I have the feeling I'm not supposed to be here yet. When even one of my helpers is going, what the fuck?
Yo, what? Hey Sim, do you like good news?
In general, that is nice to have, yes.
So, the EU just set up some new rules for tablets and smartphones that are going to be put on the EU market from June 20th, 2025 onwards.
Oh.
Uh, Eco design requirements will apply to smartphones and tablets put on the EU market after June 2025, and they include number one, resistance to accidental drops or scratches and protections from dust and water. Not too new, but it's still nice for like cheaper smartphones. Sufficiently durable batteries which can withstand at least 800 charge and discharge cycles while retaining at least 80% of their initial capacity. That's pretty good. Rules on disassembly and repair, including obligations for producers to make critical spare parts available within 5 to 10 working days and for 7 years after the end of sale of the product model of the EU market. Availability of operating system upgrades for longer periods, at least 5 years from the end of date of the placement on the market of the last unit of a product model. And non-discriminatory access or professional repairs to any software or firmware needed for the replacement. Basically, we're bussing.
That definitely is a good thing.
Yeah. Especially if like companies go the lazy route and be like, "Hey, we'll just sell the same thing in the EU and the US."
Actually, I'm gonna go to a little bit of a slight change of plans and see what it would take to make some potions. Because I would love to have some guards over here. Looks like I cannot make the other potion that they want. Like I don't have the recipe for it. But this should be sufficient.
Hey, so I made this green potion.
Right,
You wanna try
Jen.
it out? He's raging.
I really appreciate that there is different music for every area. Wait, I don't... Oh. Right, my money. That is all down here right now. So moany.
I don't know how to explain in words that this is me at least half of the time when I'm in VC and it's later at night.
Oh, I know.
You just don't normally hear it.
I'm well aware.
And look, Gaiman, it's sus, but it's because I'm performing like contortionism, body twisting over the armrest of my chair. And then I like crack half of my vertebra and it's like, ah yes, now my back is good to go. Because what's the point of stretching if you're not, like, momentarily becoming an Eldritch Abomination? Especially while I'm just sitting and leaning back on the chair here. Staring at the screen. Contemplating my life choices. Well, you see, Curry, you're not cracking the bone, you're cracking the joints.
Honeybees.
I have come to really appreciate bees.
Oh, bees are fantastic.
I like bees. They just go stingy and I don't like them. So I was once stung by a bee and it hurt a lot. But like, I liked bees like generally because they're cool, right? Like they're good for environment and stuff. It's just that like, at some point I began reading more about wasps, and I already disliked wasps. And the more I read about wasps, the more it's like, I'm happy with the bees. Why do we need wasps? These things are terrifying. Like, have you heard of the tarantula hawk wasp?
Yes.
Yeah. It just continues to live rent free in my mind that to describe this one angy insect, you need to pick like 3 apex predators and put them into a single name. I hate that wasp. Ugh. I hate even more that they make me feel bad for spiders. Even if I actually kind of like certain kinds of spiders. Like jumping spiders. They're actually really cute. Not spiders that can jump, specifically jumping spiders. At first they look kind of creepy with all the like the way the eyes are positioned, but they're like cool.
As I
That's
recall,
Marten.
they are actually ones that hunt other spiders.
Usually, yes. But also if one jumped at me, I would scream.
You and me both. I am not afraid to admit that.
They're cool. They're smart. And that makes them really, really cool. Well, you see, Kuroi, you might be Australian, but you don't have the Goliath bird eater. Yeah, you have the funnel whip, cool, but do you have the biggest spider? You don't. That's South American pride right there.
Sure! Pride! That's the term you want to go with.
Yeah. Biggest spider. To be fair, okay? At least there's anti-venom for those things. Okay, but also, like, since a while ago, isn't it like people just haven't died ever since the introduction of the anti-venom? Also, I don't think it's 10 minutes to get the anti-venom specifically, it's just 10 minutes to get treatment, because that usually includes stuff like a tourniquet, which helps. Or not tourniquet, splint. Let me double check that. I mean, okay, the 15-minute case was a small child. That's a little, yeah. I mean, I get it, but also, like, you could kill a child by punting it hard enough, okay?
Oh my
I feel like we should
god.
have counted.
You had to see that quote coming. Even Captain
Why?
Oblivious.
Oh, why?
You said it! The only person that you should be questioning is yourself on why you would say something like that.
Because it's true.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, so Corey, to be fair. What I'm basically reading here is not that you'll die in 28 minutes. It's just that it depends heavily on initial care. If you are able to pressure immobilize the venom, which is to say treatment that effectively helps the venom not move a lot through your limb and or body, that effectively is what really helps prolong your life. And it leads to you being able to just get the antivenom administered, not immediately, but upon sign of first symptom, because that's what there is, like, here. That's what the National Institute of Health says. So it's not that you die within 28 minutes. It just heavily depends on first aid, which is why basically everyone in Australia has the ability to at least first aid for that kind of spider bite, which makes sense. Look, okay. y'all fighting me, but like, okay.
I am very curious about this evidence.
Major hospitals, correct? As in, like, major hospitals have the ability to treat that. Okay, look. It's just that. When you are, like... When you see a kid, and the kid is being a little shit, don't you sometimes just have that intrusive thought that says, I could kick this kid? And not like I could just kick and push them down, no. When the kid's being annoying, sometimes I want to kick the kid and send him flying.
I hope one of you caught that in chat, so you can, so we can make that a, you know, quote there.
Why? It's an intrusive thought. I think it's fine. I haven't kicked the kid. I just sometimes want to kick kid. No, Raijin. I'm just now looking at it. How dare. At least out of the kid, so it sounds better. Bruh. If I'm gonna be quoted about kicking kids, at least I want it to have good grammar.
You're the one that said kick kid.
Because I'm bad at speaking.
And it's a quote about you. It's a quote of what you said.
Mi inglés no muy bueno. Look, if we're gonna talk about bird kicking kids, okay? If we're gonna talk about that, all I'm saying is, right? People send me video of a horse eating a baby chick. But nobody talks about kicking horses, okay? So all I'm saying is, if anyone's gonna deserve to kick a kid, it's gotta be a bird, okay? I mean, technically, I guess, like, when you ride horses, like, people will sometimes, like, hit them with the back of the foot. But I don't know if that counts as kicking. Does that count as kicking?
Sure. Rex is a good boy.
Currently, but like, I've been around horses. I'm not gonna go do that. I'm not dumb. You don't stand behind the horse. I'm not saying I'm justified in child abuse. I'm just saying I should be. Got it? I will not commit child abuse. But sometimes I think a kid should get kicked and learn a lesson. We just shouldn't do it because that's bad for kids, actually, and physical violence to try to teach kids does not work and it's not good. Please don't do it. Okay, but sometimes the kid is being stupid in a way that doesn't that won't harm them. They're just being an annoying little shit, like screaming in an airport, being absolutely irritating, and I'm like, I want this kid to shut up. Parent, please shut this kid up. This kid is like 5 years old and they're bawling their eyes out because they can't be put on the little like carriage thing. So they put it away for the flight. And I was like, shut up! Oh no, your iPad ran out of charge. Shut up! I don't care, kid. I am also taking a flight and I'm tired. But no, it's not societally acceptable to like tell a kid to shut up. Look, Kuroi, that's not my problem. That's the parents' problem. I'm not gonna have kids. So I'm not gonna deal with that problem. I'm not gonna bring many Gib Gabs in this world because this world has too many problems and it doesn't need any more. And I'm not a responsible person. I'm not gonna be a responsible parent. I ain't gonna have kids. Rajan, I couldn't like... I don't have it in me to kick like people. I couldn't kick my... like, if I had a kid, I couldn't kick it.
This just in, Gib Gab Week confirmed.
Yes. I'd feel bad. Like I said, this is an intrusive thought that sometimes occurs, and I'm explaining the logic behind it.
I'm just going to put logic in very large quotes there.
Okay, Rajan, kids aren't people. If a kid is below like 8 years old, they're not people. I don't like kids. Okay, we can. Okay, no, fine. I'm doubling down. Look. Okay.
Gib Gab, trust me. Stop.
Okay, so like, okay. I'm not saying that we shouldn't treat kids like humans, because we should. And I won't treat a kid not like a person. I personally think if you have a kid, please keep it away from me, because I don't like kids, and I think people should stop having kids unless they're responsible enough to take care of your kids. Care of their kids. So my shorthand view is stop having kids. I'm doubling down.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Jimond_ has turned Jibe Gab into a Mareep. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Mareep.
This is for the best.
Mareep.
Before Gib Gab digs an even deeper hole.
Mareep. Mareep? Mareep?
Okay, chickens and whatnot. If you're hungry, go get the food right there.
Mareep.
I think I'm gonna need another trough.
Bastards. Mareep. Mareep, Mareep, Mareep. Mama Mareep. 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 Look. Era. I'm just explaining intrusive thoughts. And people are like making fun of me, and Zim keeps quoting me. So I will double down and say that if I was a Mareep, I would kick a 10-year-old.
God.
There you go. That's my final statement. No, it's not. Look, if some little shit with a Pokeball try to catch me and they're 10 years old, I'm gonna kick them. Okay, but I don't, Era. I talk about them, but I don't give in to them. That's why I said, and I'll keep saying, I do not condone, nor will I ever commit physical violence upon a kid, because I think that's bad for kids, actually.
I'm just farming content right now. That's all.
I thought you farmed these nuts. Got him. I don't want to kick King. I would kick Hyro. Look, Era. In my defense, I hope none of this is bannable. But I have to preempt, just like, look, just, you know. Do not commit harm to kids, please.
This was all said in satire.
It's an intrusive
We
thought.
here at ZGF Gaming do not condone any harm against anyone, really. Gibgab's
See,
thoughts are his own and nobody else's.
I'm not gonna lie, Kuroi. I have heard way worse on YouTube regarding like kids and discipline. Like genuinely disgusting things. I don't think this is even close to the worst YouTube has when it comes to genuine parenting advice. And this isn't genuine parenting advice. My parenting advice is don't have kids. Kids suck. I hate them. Not literally, but metaphysically. Well, Zim, hopefully it's me that gets banned and not you. I pray for your health and safety.
If I do get banned, it's alright. It will just be the end of me altogether. Because you let the intrusive thoughts win.
You didn't stop me.
I was hoping the quoting would to get you to stop, but no, you doubled down.
I said I would do it early. I don't know why you. It's just stumbling now. Yeah.
Yeah, I deserve it because of my terrible job in World Wild Traditions.
Drama queen. See, Regina, I was gonna ask the question because, like, honestly, I'm just confused if it's meant to say I am now a happy dragon. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. And, okay, to be fair, Kura, like, all jokes aside and everything, like, unironically, you are right. I really wish we as a society treated kids better. Kids genuinely get shit on for a lot of things that just have absolutely no reason to be issues. Like even something as simple as, like, I might, like, jokingly comment on it, but, like, people who go like, I can't believe a kid nowadays only knows how to use a touchscreen and not a controller. They're not like a real gamer. And I'm like, who cares? It's a kid. Just let them have fun. If they have fun, like, tapping the tablet, cool. I don't know, give them a console later. But, like, do you actually genuinely care about that? Because, like, there are people who do, and it actually is, like, baffling that people will genuinely project full-scale expectations like these on kids. And it translates to more than just that. It's like, oh, you know, kids these days, they don't know how to, like, use Windows 7 or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, they grew up in, like, the modern day. They've never touched Windows 7. We don't need to, like, genuinely bully kids for, like, that kind of thing. And kids treat each other horrible enough as is between each other anyway. They're, like, terrible to each other. Last thing they need is just more pressure from other people. Main thing we should provide is, like, safe spaces for kids to be kids, enjoy their childhood, and just live a good childhood. And that's, like, genuinely what I think about kids in terms of, like, how we should treat them and what we should do with them. Because yes, people are very mean to kids, and it is not good. But there you go, Curry. There's my, like, thoughts on that. If you want, like, me not being mean to kids. Because Curry talked about them, right, and I want to talk about it. I think I kind of understand where you're coming from, Curly, but I agree with Regin, like, life doesn't suck. I like life. Life is cool. You know, maybe not this particular timeline is the best one, but, you know, we take what we get. I do lean more just on the fact that, like, kids just are. And the thing we should just do for them is just help them live, like, the best and happiest life possible. Because they're not capable of, like, taking care of and fending for themselves, and neither should they be allowed or forced to, because they're a kid. So we should just do what's best for them. When they're old enough, then sure, you know, you do what you do, right? But, like, we should be better about kids, including mind you, and I say the part where like they're not capable of taking care of themselves, including give them the independence they deserve, because nothing is more equally infuriating than overprotective helicopter parents who don't let their kids live life. Sometimes the kid just needs to touch the burning stove and learn the hard way, but that's just sometimes how a kid will learn. Just, help the kid afterwards. Help them treat the burn. Don't like yell at them for it.
Pet.
I'm not even being mean about it. I'm like having an actual conversation.
Well, no, you're not being mean about it.
Well, people are telling me that I'm cooking, and I'm like, what the fuck? No, look, I'm done. I'm done on my conversation. No more about it, okay?
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
That sucks.
Oh, it turned daytime in the middle of my fight.
What's wrong with that?
It means that the boss ran away.
You got Elden Ring night boated, Lamau. Or night bossed.
Ooh, another guard. What will you want for recruitment?
CJ, I don't know what you want me to yap about with boats. You gotta pick a topic for me to yap about if you want boat yapping. Yes, Asher, somebody got it. Just night cavalry, and then it turns to day, and you're like, I was about to kill you. No, and then they leave, and you're like, I hate this game.
All right, Geeman redeemed for a character. Geeman wanted to be the one that was named after Gib Gab.
Really, Geeman? You do
And instead, Gib Gab, you get to be a miner.
You turn me into what I hate the most.
You don't like going in the mines?
You turn me into a miner. I'm now a kid. Get it? Can I at least work in the cheese mine?
Sure, if I can figure out where that is.
I don't know, Raijin. I still think we should just make Mala the shoe shiner. Amen, Azure. The seamless co-op mod is the way Elden Ring should be played. Vanilla Elden Ring sucks. You quoted. Why would you quote? I question your standards for quoting, Zen.
What do you mean?
Keep quoting things I said or typed. You need to stop. Hey, like, look, if my coworker does end up watching AOR, I can't have them like just start pulling up like my quote at this point. No, you're good, Corey, I know. I was also just talking. I don't have to live in the hole. I can just fly out of it. Winning.
Yeah, what do you mean I didn't add the other quotes, Raijin?
Yeah,
Oh,
back
keep
up
going
quickly.
backwards. Quote 691 was added slightly out of order.
Zim, do you understand that meme that Furry is saying?
I do not.
It's an old meme, so I was hoping you would know it.
Ouch.
Dab. Got him.
Alright, Gib Gab. Off to the mine.
Hog. Cheese mine, cheese mine, cheese mine, cheese mine, cheese mine.
Yeah, definitely the cheese mine.
Okay, look, I will defend that. Saying I'd kiss you is not necessarily flirting. It's all about intent and things and stuff.
Sure, Gib Gab. Sure. Oh, right, I forgot. I was gonna go build a...
No, Garo, I was flirting with Raijin. Not intentionally, but kind of.
You were flirting with my boyfriend.
Apparently.
I see.
Yeah, but see, Raijin, I can read that and I just be like, oh, that's cute. It's just like a little friend thing. Like, oh, it's affection. It doesn't have to be like, I'm gonna make out with X person. Exactly, Asher. See, Asher gets me. You can just like... You can just casually kiss the friends, you know? Just casually give the boys a kiss, you know? Competitive kissing. That's a quote. But see, right, that's the thing. If I just go like, yeah, I'd kiss you, that doesn't have to be flirting. Flirting is more like, you engage in ranked competitive kissing. Would you like a teammate? There you go, that's flirting.
In a very special way, Ducks, and trust me, Raijin is very good at it.
Well, see, that's part of what makes me curious. That's why I'd be like, yeah, I'd kiss Raijin. I just want to see what it's like, you know?
Except he's mine.
Yeah. Raijin, you need to ask for permission. Now, every time in the future, you had to tease me about it. I'm just gonna say if you got some permission. Yeah, well, your kissing party's stinky. I'm gonna make my own kissing party. With League of Legends and cringe.
Alright. Probably should not have come here in the middle of the night. This was a mistake.
The Nautica moment. Why is it up to Sim whether or not you can eat me? What is Zim? Is Zim like the arbiter of war?
Yeah, I gotta side with Gib-Gab on this one there, Era. That's up to Taldarius.
Fuck yeah, you sided with me. I win. Never has sweet victory felt so delightful.
Sweet, sweet, sweet victory, yeah.
Instead of quoting all the terrible things I say, you should quote, yeah, I gotta side with Gib-Gab there. There you go. If you want quote 700, you can do it. You can be the quote 700. And not me saying some random unhinged thing again. I don't have that many milestone quotes. I have like 2.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, sure, Raijin. Let's go and make quote 700 a quote 200 quote. Why not? Let's just bring it all the way back. We're 3.5 times the quotes away from quote 200. It's a perfect place to do it, completely random in the middle of the quotes. You gotta at least make quote 200's reappearance spicier, you know? Make it like quote 1000. Just make every quote from here onwards not talk about quote 200, and just let quote 1000 be quote 200 again. Or it's something related to quote 200.
Well, we've got a random hunter here on this island.
Hunter? I hardly know her. Dab.
All the zombies. What zone quests? Holy crap, this is a tiny island. Oh, I'm working on one of the Elder's quests now. He's only given me a couple of them. Oh, that thing. Yes, I've been doing a couple of them.
I had a really silly thought.
That's so funny.
How dare. How dare you mock me like that? Yeah, I had a little thought. So I was quickly watching a video on Attack of the Clones and a bit of the CGI done on it on the side. And you know when Yoda fights Count Dooku and it's supposed to be like, wow, the little green guy can like flip around and fight, he's so fast. Shock horror, right? I thought it would be kind of funny if like in the middle of the fight he just like cracks his back and he just like doubles over and Dooku's like, oh, okay. And then leaves.
Funny, but also completely counterproductive to the scene.
Yes. But it would be very funny. Just insert that like Spider-Man Tobey Maguire going like, oh my back! My back! And then you have like Yoda immobilized in there along with Anakin and Obi-Wan, who got like chopped.
Also, that hunter does not have a shack here. Actually, I don't even know where he disappeared to. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there's no campsite here. Unless you're counting this thing.
I want to make s'mores. I haven't made s'mores in a while. In forever. Like 10 years. 8 years? 10 years, give or take. But like, properly recently made. Like you got the crackers, the bit of chocolate, and you just like campfire the marshmallow and immediately put it in there and eat it after it cools down a little. It's just, I kind of want now.
Well, go for it.
What happens if you microwave a marshmallow?
I have no idea.
Top 10 questions science still can't answer.
Well, then I suppose you'll just have to go answer that question for science. Go put a marshmallow in a microwave.
I'm gonna grab a little like image of like the artist, like the head that the artist has, and just like print it and put it in the microwave and cause a fire. Also, I discovered a way to increase my ticket output at work.
Oh?
There's one coworker who, like, for some reason, he just takes email, like, he takes, like, the emails or the calls and marks them as completed, but he doesn't actually do a ticket for them or solve the issue. So sometimes I, like, at the end of the day when I'm not doing anything and there's no calls, I'll just browse through what he's assigned himself that day, and then I'll see that, like, there's 3 or 4 things that still need doing, and I'll go ahead and make a ticket for them and yoink them from him.
But why?
At least, like, ask him. Because that way I get more tickets, and he doesn't, and then he might get fired. Not because I explicitly want him to get fired, I just think if it's gonna be one of us, it should be him. I've already had, like, a non-zero number of people calling angrily over a thing that was supposed to be solved a few days ago, and every time I check, it's assigned to him. And can you guess whether it was done? Do you want to guess? Yeah. You know. Honestly, no good. What even is a marshmallow? What's a marshmallow made out of?
So,
It's just sugar.
if I set up a second settlement, can I, like, have resources automatically transferred between them for me? Or is there anything like along those lines at all? That's fair.
I mean, hold up. I think Nugan might be cooking, because, like, whipped cream and marshmallow are basically just both sugar, right?
Sure.
At least, like, the little canned whipped cream. I mean, you're missing the texture of the marshmallow, especially when it's been, like, just, you know, campfired. But if you take away the peanut butter and replace it with something good, I feel like that could work. Or you're gonna have to specify what kind of chocolate. Wait, pure chocolate? Do you mean just like cocoa? I mean, okay, that's fair, but that's a separate thing. Because I will admit, I don't really like dark chocolate. It's just that the bitterness just kills me.
Yeah.
So I fully agree with, like, pure chocolate. Ugh. Like, there's a reason we added sugar to chocolate. Not to say dark chocolate doesn't have its place, but, like, ugh. I have eaten, like, just a little mouthful of, like, cocoa powder, and it's just, ugh. I really need to stop putting things in my mouth just because they're a powder.
Wow, Gap.
Look, powdered milk and cocoa. Not the cocoa, but like the powdered milk is good. We should genetically modify cows to just produce powdered milk.
Get stabby bushed! Ooh.
Luke see shiny in the distance. Don't want the shiny.
Yes. A frozen dwarf, huh? Well, maybe if you weren't constantly getting in my path. Oh, wow. This thing's actually got a lot to it. Yoink. Mine now.
Blitzcrank main.
Ow. Take damage from a bundle of TNT. Yeah, that was a big oof moment. Okay, I think it might be time to get out of here.
I just felt like a moment straight up out of Zomboid.
Yeah, just a bit. Or I was able to take him out, but my inventory's full anyways.
I hate that you do just become a Beyblade.
I love it!
You're LARPing General Grievous.
But yeah, unfortunately I am,
Abandoning us. I understand.
no?
Right.
Oh, wow, actually it is that time. Oh, I did not realize that, Dugan. I will definitely take a look at that next time. Hopefully I remember. But yeah, unfortunately everybody... Wrong keyboard. That is where I'm going to have to call the stream for the evening. But thank you all so much for joining us today for Necesse as well as this Marten stream. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by grabbing some packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or by grabbing some merch over at zgfgaming.store. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everyone, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.